No, no, Logan, relax. I'm not gonna say anything about you being gay in the video. I won't. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Don't worry. I'm sorry. Everyone thinks it's a joke. Don't worry. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Okay. All right. I gotta go. Bye. Oh, hey guys, what's up? This is Cameron Hand coming at you. Fantasy football week 8 fantasy recap. I think it was actually week 9. I didn't. Whatever. I don't care. I gotta run through this because people are about to come over, and I gotta crank this out. But we do have worst matchup: Hunter versus Sam. Low scoring. Sam's a nobody. Hunter started Taysom Hill, and Sam started Tyquan Thornton and Robert Woods. It was a terrible matchup. Best matchup, me versus Greg. It wasn't the most high scoring, but it was against two rivals. Greg was trying to fight me all week. It came down to a bloodbath in Monday Night Football, and yeah, it was low scoring, but pretty exciting. Worst injury like Doug. He had CMC on a bye. Also, Waller has gone on IR finally, and Keenan Allen's still out. Nothing too crazy this week injury wise, so just give that to Doug. Most unlucky, I would say, was Will easily because he lost with 172 against Camacho's ghost team. Second, most points in the league loss is always a huge hit, boys. Luckiest was Connor. He won with only 119, but also Doug didn't have Christian McCaffrey, like I said, so he would have definitely lost if he had Christian McCaffrey. But 119 win, nothing crazy from Khan. So luckiest for Khan. Dumbest move was Sam for starting Tyquan Thornton and Robert Woods and Romeo Dobbs. Those were 3 terrible plays. Not to mention Sam waiver claim Robert Woods. Runner up was Hunter for starting Conklin and Taysom Hill. That was pretty bad. Now, I will say right now, guys, you might be saying to yourself, what? Like, Camacho quit the league, Rage quit the league. Like, how is that not dumbest move? It is, but I'm not gonna get too much into the Camacho thing this week in this video. This is about what's going on now, and I would have to make a whole extra couple segments for Camacho. It would have to be called like who smoked the most PCP this week and is taking hormone blockers to become a female. That is what I would have to do if I was going to talk about this Camacho thing. It'd be like an hour-long video, so I'm not going to really touch on that too much. Sorry. Smartest move, Greg, for the Joshua Palmer and Likely pickups. I would say those two combined have some lasting impact, especially Joshua Palmer with whatever with Keenan Allen being out like this whole year basically, and Mike Williams out a couple more weeks. So I thought that was pretty smart by Greg. Best free agent move was Justin Fields. Now, some might say, "What? How can you give best free agent move to Will and smartest move to Greg?" I just think that I don't know. I just think that that was a little bit smarter what Greg did, and I just like how he played it. He had Andrews, and Likely is like his handcuff. He got Likely before I could grab him because I wanted to grab him, keep him away from him. I want to grab Palmer. I just think that he kind of played it really smart. Now Will just still did add the best free agent, and that was I just think a little easier than what Greg did. So anyway, most annoying was Camacho. I mean, he quit the league. I'm not gonna talk about it too much, guys. We all know he was being the biggest baby. Like I've had 3-year-old cousins get like kicked in the face and cry less than Camacho was crying. All right, stock falling is Sam. He's actually lost 5 in a row, and he continues to make horrible decisions. He continues to waiver claim Robert Woods in defenses and start Tyquan Thornton. Like just stock plummeting. Will, he's been popping off low key. If you look at his last couple of weeks, he now has a great quarterback in Fields potentially. He's got Cordell Patterson back. Claypool it could be possibly good. Amon-Ra's coming off injury. Zeke could be coming back. I think I think his stock is rising for sure. Best player was Will, second most points, and made a crazy good pickup with Justin Fields. I mean, Will popped off this week, no doubt about it. Worst player was Sam. Read the dumbest move section. He waiver claimed Woods. He started Tyquan Thornton. His team stinks. He had like 70 points. I mean, that's an easy choice. Oops, someone's calling me. No, they're not. Chuba Hubbard will be active. That's not that great for me because I'm starting Dante Foreman. Who got that dog in him? Greg. It took me down after that awesome trade I made with Logan, and in the face of adversity, he took control of a playoff spot. That was a big win by Greg because we were kind of tied, and he took over and he did it in pretty dramatic fashion. So Greg had that dog in him. Here we go. I gave Camacho 10 most annoyings, therefore nobody can ever pass him for being more annoying. Could have honestly given him 1,000, but that is what it is. I'm not going to look at that much. Shoot, I didn't do the rankings. Sorry, guys. These are the same rankings from last week. I totally forgot to do that. I was going to do it before I made the video, so whatever. Next week will be double the rankings. You'll get over it. Next week's worst matchup is Connor and the Flying Dutchman. Self-explanatory. That means Team 9, Camacho's team. Next week's best is Dylan versus Doug. Dylan is trying to make a playoff comeback, kind of popping off. Doug, is he falling off? Roommate battle? Crazy. And I predict Doug to win. All right, we'll go to our segments. We'll go to Copium. Not too much Copium done this week, mostly because I didn't come to Summit. So that's normally where most of the Copium comes from, is while people are sitting at summits and ingesting their Copium. But I still got a few. Logan for his hatred of 12 team. Logan hates 12 team because he's trash, and that's pretty much it. But he'll give you some Copium reasons why it's not that reason. Logan for saying he can't keep up with the waivers 24/7. Logan thinks he needs to keep up with the waivers 24/7 to make good waiver pickups, and I told him, I'm like, dude, just read like an article online, best waiver pickups for the week. Anyway, not that hard, but that's some Copium. Hunter for claiming Conklin's been sick all year. Hunter told me, basically was like, I can't believe Logan dropped Conklin. How could he drop Conklin? He's sick. And I was like, dude, he's been pretty trash. And he's like, he's been sick. He had like 2 bad games. Starts ends up dropping him Copium big time. Ashton and Camacho for saying I've groomed Logan into making that trade. No, that's Copium because, first of all, Camacho has been confirmed groomed for that Pitts for the kicker trade. I asked Greg, hey, like, how'd you make him do that? Greg just was grooming him. Like, yeah, you need a kicker, Camacho. Yeah. Logan hasn't really listened to me about much this year. And the things he has listened to me on have been wrong, like not trading for Chubb. So I don't really think Logan's listened to me too much. I think I'm just a beast at trading. So Greg for denying that he refused to fight me. I can hear him right now. Greg saying, I didn't refuse to fight him. He just didn't come over. That's Copium. I wanted to fight him and he was scared. Will for thinking I'm scared of anything in this league. 1 Copium injection. Sorry, I didn't read these off, but you can read them now. Whoever was riding the Henderson pickup, there's a few people. Will comes to mind. A few people put in a waiver claim for him, and were upset that Logan dropped Henderson. I was like, dude, Henderson stinks. You guys are on Copium edibles. Me for being on the same side as Alec and Khan for something, tough. 2 Copium dabs. That was tough. When I saw that my only backers were Alec and Khan in the option 1 scenario for fixing the league up, that was tough, and I have to take some Copium to get over that. So anyway, that's what we got. No leader. It's really a big Copium tie. Probably Logan, I would say. Probably leads in Copium, but is what it is. Dabs, Confer saying I've been through a season of agony. Connor said that. He said he didn't want to watch my video because he doesn't want me to justify a season of agony because I won last week. I'm having a fine season. I mean, I'm not having a 6 season, but it hasn't by no means been a season of agony. 6 dabs. Confer saying Keenan Allen has been injury prone. 11 dabs. He, according to Doug, has only missed 3 games in the last 5 years, but then Connor refuses to acknowledge that he's been injury prone. Whatever. Connor for calling Doug a dimwit. 10 dabs. Logan for picking up Marquez Callaway after the Michael Thomas thing. Like, so it was announced Michael Thomas is officially like out for the year, and Logan picked up Marquez Callaway like it was like a new thing. He was like, it would be like when Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are announced out, or Greg picks up Joshua Palmer. That makes sense because Keenan Allen and Mike Williams have been part of the team, but MT has like not been part of the team for weeks, so it would make no sense to pick up like Marquez Callaway doesn't have any value. Like I hope that makes sense. It's like MT hasn't been playing for a while, but like the moment that he's officially ruled out, Logan goes and picks up Marquez Callaway. Like that's a big pickup. Anyway, that's just funny. I don't know if I made any sense of it, but 5 dabs. Logan for not knowing if Pierce gets receptions. I asked Logan, yeah, does Pierce get catches? A guy on his team who he traded Jalen Waddle for, and he was like, I don't know, 15 dabs. Logan for dropping Henderson instead of Dolce or Callaway, 8 dabs. I know I just talked trash about Henderson, but he's better than Dolce or Callaway. Doug for saying he would never trade me after we were literally in trade talks the 2 days before, and he totally would have traded me. 15 dabs. Doug likes to say, yeah, I would never trade with Cameron. But then when Cameron comes calling, he's like, oh, yeah, what do you got? Doug and Ash for comparing our situation to a team losing its coach. I mean, 5 dabs. Doug for making fun of me for wanting to pick up Justin Fields. He did that like 2 weeks ago. 6 dabs. Somebody right now look at Doug and just laugh at him for a second because he's taking dabs this week. Sam for using a waiver to pick up Robert Woods, 15 dabs. Sam for starting Tyquan Smith and Robert Woods, 6 dabs. Greg for refusing to fight me, 10 dabs. Hunter for starting Conklin and Taysom Hill, 8 dabs. Hunter for not getting the chat under control, 4 dabs. At some point, we were just all arguing and there was nothing left to be said. And Hunter needed to come in and be like, okay, guys, we're voting. Or, okay, guys, this is it. You need to stop it. So I give him dabs for that. But yeah, I just hope you guys understand how funny the Marquez Callaway thing was. Like, it's like, oh, shoot, MT's out? I got to go get his handcuff. It's like, yeah, he's been out for 6 weeks and Callaway has done nothing. Like, it's not, it's just funny. Anyway, and then also not knowing if Pierce gets catches. I'm like, Logan, so is Pierce like, does he get a lot of catches? And Logan's like, I don't know the stats of the guy I just traded for. Anyway, that's funny. Logan wins with 28 dabs. Who's out of the league? Alex, 70%, just stays there because he's annoying. Dylan wanted me to drop him lower. Dylan is constantly complaining to me, bro, you better take me off that list. You better drop my percentage. I watch your videos. I popped off this week, so I dropped him about 3%. Sam, 97%. He just keeps making dumb moves. He's 95% last week, but 97% this week. One more dumb move, I'll put him at 100. Camacho, obviously 100%. Where I was wrong, I thought David Montgomery would be a beast, would be disgusting. Now, I still think he's good, and I still think he's going to have a good year, the rest of the year, but I thought it would be better, no doubt. Luck of the week is that Camacho gets a sex change so he can look on the outside how he feels more on the inside. Sex change. TikToks, sure, I got a little bit of time. I kind of liked my TikToks this week, so I'm going to do it. I didn't have them set up, though. Okay, where is it? I hate Yahoo. Can you guys even see me now? I think you can. I don't know. All right, this is good stuff right here. Some nice roast for Greg a little bit.
Which bill would you allow to date your sister?
I want to do what we'd rather not, but
who would I allow? Who's a presumed good guy on his team? I don't know. Not Gabe Davis.
I said I got.
Hold on, let me find somebody. I need. Which bill would you allow?
Greg's gonna be like, bro, whatever. He is a good-looking guy. That's what Greg's saying right now. This is me though. I feel this big time.
Well, I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all. Okay, but it'll probably be just the opposite. Well, I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all. Okay, but it'll probably be just the opposite.
We wish, Donald. That's the dream. You know what is some dabs is how I can never figure out how to do this. Okay, but random rankings. Who doesn't flush? I was actually on the toilet or walked into the toilet the other day and someone didn't flush a big poop. And I was like, who in the world does this? And so that inspired this. I would say Dylan for sure doesn't flush. Alec doesn't do it just because I don't even know, he thinks it's cool or something. Ash, low-key. Khan, I don't think flushes. Greg is probably just like, someone else will do it. Logan, Doug, Hunter, Will, Sam, and me. Who doesn't flush? Who would I vote into Senate? Myself. I'd go with Will with the mustache next. Connor, I could see him in there. Greg, maybe. Dylan. Dylan should probably be at the bottom with the hair. Doug? I'd put Doug over Hunter. Wow, Hunter, I'm sorry, dude. I should have put you up above those two. Logan, too many skeletons in the closet for Logan. Ashton, No way. Too much of a politician. Sam, it doesn't exist. And Alex Bottom, of course. Airsoft team draft. If I was drafting an airsoft team, who would I want? Ashton. I feel like Ashton low key played a lot of airsoft when he was young. Logan, I know, played a lot of airsoft. Will, I also feel like played a ton of airsoft. Doug, I don't think played a ton, but I think Doug would stab somebody with an airsoft knife to win for the win. Greg, Dylan, Connor. I've seen Hunter play airsoft. He stinks. Alec, not an athlete, and Sam. So people that are uglier than Gabe Davis: Barney, Sam Cassell, Trey Young, Anthony Davis, right there. Patrick Mahomes, I think, is low key ugly. Adam Silver, one of the ugliest men alive. Mrs. Piggy from the Muppets. Doug, a pug, like the dog. Stacey Abrams and Sam's mom, all ugly. All Gabe Davis is uglier than all those people. Sam's mom, I don't know. Sam's mom might be a little uglier than Gabe Davis, but it's close. All right, guys. I'm posting it. See you guys soon. Let's ride.